What's the matter, little bunny?
Who's there? Hello?
Why are you crying? Are you alright? Sorry, I didn't mean to sneak up. I'm just concerned.
It's mostly because of me. I was going on a first date with the guy who asked me out, and everything was going okay until he kissed my cheek. I got so flustered that I overreacted. This always happens! Just when I think a guy might actually like me, I freak out and ruin everything!
That is very unfortunate, Miss, can I have your name?
It's Dotty. Dotty Paws.
What a fun name. I'm Tumult. Why don't you tell me more about yourself, Dotty Paws?
I started out as an orphan, probably because I was born half-blind. My parents adopted me because they couldn't have babies of their own. Most bunnies have lots of siblings, but not me. I was an only child. It was hard to make friends. I managed, but still, it's really lonely. I'm just a plain bunny with dull colors. I used to get teased a lot for being ugly. What's worse is because of my eye and my knack for freak strength, I've always been a walking disaster. A disaster who's never gonna find love.
Was there anyone in particular who caught your fancy?
That would be Professor Harrington. He's so passionate and silly and smart. And whenever we talk, he has a way of making me feel special and like I'm going to float away into the clouds. He's the whole reason I go to the academy. But that's just some silly, impossible schoolgirl crush. There's no way we ever...
Now, don't be like that. What if I told you that you can have him? All you need is a little work and you can woo any bunny you wanted. Why settle for whatever you get when you can get whatever you want?
I don't know. It all seems a little too good to be true. And I was told to be wary of a fox's kindness.
That's a stereotype. You should be ashamed.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
Listen, you're sweet. And I want to help. Just let me give you a sample of my power for a week.
Huh?
I can put you in contact with beings outside this reality who can give you advice and company. All you have to do is agree to be friends, Dotty. Is that so sinister?
Well, no. And if it's just a sample, I guess I got nothing to lose. And it's good to have a new friend.
I couldn't agree more. Ask box open.
I wasn't doing much with myself back then. Still trying to discover what I wanted to do with myself. That's when I heard him crying. He was just a stranger, but he looked so vulnerable. I had to see if he was okay. Hey, mister?
Oh, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you.
What? No! Don't be crazy. You shouldn't have to apologize for crying. I just wanted to see if you're okay, that's all.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. It's honestly silly. I should be happy. I was just accepted as a professor at Ridgeleaf University.
Oh, congratulations!
Except the sudden responsibility is daunting. I'll have a room of 40 students all depending on me to teach them. I thought I was ready, but I want to be a good teacher. I was an explorer. I don't know if I'm likable as a teacher. I don't even know if I'm any good at lectures. I'm smart, I know all sorts of things, but will they take me seriously? Or will I just come off as a fumbling buffoon? I want to do right by them, more than anything. Just want to teach well.
Well, why don't you give me a test lecture?
A test lecture?
Yeah, just to pretend I'm a student and tell me something easy.
That's not a bad idea.
And so he did. He was just talking about pawpaw flies, but it was like he was taking me on a small adventure full of excitement.
Until recently, little was known about the pawpaw flies' migratory habits. Where did they disappear to in the winter? They were so gosh darn hard to track and catch that it took me 3 years to finally have one under observation. It turns out that they are winter shifters. They metamorphose as it gets colder into spiked gnarls, then regrow their wings and become pop-pops again in the spring. How did I track them down, you ask? Well, it all started. So how was that? Not too rambly, I hope.
No, not at all. That was incredible.
Incredible? Really?
Yes, you have so much energy. You'd be the best teacher ever. I really mean it. I want to take one of your classes too.
Wouldn't that be something? Then I'd never be worried.
He had no idea just how serious I was. I studied like crazy and did everything I could to get classes in the university. I wanted to prove I could be smart too. He was such a sweet guy and it was inspiring to watch him. I couldn't let him down. Plus, he really did need a friendly face in that classroom. He gets nervous easily. I think he second guesses himself a lot. I can tell whenever his nerves are getting the best of him because he always looks my way, as if asking for help. And then all I have to do is smile or give a little wave. And he just lights up and regains his confidence. I love when he does that. Sometimes he have weird meals like bread and pickles. He seemed disappointed with them but obligated to eat them for whatever reason. So I started making him meals too, since I like cooking anyway. Now I sometimes catch him looking at the time whenever he's expecting me to show up with food. He explained he had a home assistant that was on the fritz and not making his meals right, which meant either he didn't have time or didn't know how to cook. I kept that to myself. Sometimes I get really into his lectures too when I ask questions. Excuse me, but once you've used a mirror on a cockatrice, they aren't stuck forever, are they? He often gets thrown off by my questions. But they always make him think and smile.
No, just a couple days at most. Then they're right as rain. What a thoughtful question, Dotty.
He just makes me feel smarter. I wish his classes were longer. I could stay for hours. I really do think I'm in love with him.